So explainable AI is a hot topic at the moment, right? And as always with a hot topic, there's an enormous investment in technology to solve the problem, right? The challenge for us is that if you just have an AI algorithm and you build the AI algorithm and you make it explainable, and you go to the regulator or someone and say, hey, look, here's the algorithm, here's the score it produced, here's how it produced that score. They go, okay, that's good that you know. What did you do with the score? Oh, I don't know. I showed it to Jim. What did Jim do with the score? I don't know. I just showed it to Jim. I put it on his dashboard. So now he knew what that score was and he knew why it was the score. But what did he do with it? Well, I don't know. Well, it's not going to work, right? It's not explainable AI if you can't say what you did with it. And so for us, we're like, if you want explainable AI, you have to embed it in an explainable decision because you have to be able to say, this is how I use the score to decide how to treat you. And so we see a couple of things that come out of this sort of decisions first approach to machine learning and AI. One is, if you need the AI to be explainable or not. If all I'm doing with the AI algorithm is referring you to an underwriter, to a claims adjuster instead of auto paying you, I probably don't need to explain that because I'm not rejecting you. I'm just having someone look at the claim, which I'm perfectly entitled to do, right? So, or I'm doing marketing, right? I don't necessarily need every algorithm to be explainable, but I can look at the role the algorithm has in the decision and say, oh, I'm going to need to explain that. And then I can integrate that explanation of the score with the explanation of the decision. And then you can say things like, well, show me all the loans that I declined because your risk score was too high, where your income was a significant factor in your risk score. Because the risk score explains itself. It knows when income was a significant factor in your risk score, and I know how I used the risk score. So now I can say, well, these are the claims we declined because you didn't make enough money. Because your income affected the risk score affected the decision. I can follow that chain of logic. And that's really where people are going to have to go, right? This idea that just explaining the algorithm is somehow going to solve all their problems is, I think, delusional. If the result of that algorithm is then wrapped in a bunch of Java code or C code or Python code or Scala or whatever it is, that's not going to cut it either. People are going to have to explain the decisions they made with the scores as well as how they got the scores.